It is the top 5 dead or alive, D-Block General, Jada Kiss. And right now with my cousin Big Reec, baby.
Check it out, y'all, what it look like. It's your main man, Fabulous, man. I'm holding it down with
Reec, my brother Reec. Reec. The homie Reec, you already know, man. It's Taylor Gang, I die.
Who you with?
Reec.
Yeah. Who you with?
Who you with?
That's right, man. We back at it live from Media Campus West, the Reec Radio Show, Reec Show, whatever you want to call it. Just call it something good. Today we have a very, very special guest in the building. Singer, songwriter, actress, all around great woman, social media phenom, comedian, improv comedian. She models too on the side. She's a fitness guru. It's a lot of things going on. A merch goddess. It's a lot happening. We have Tiny, aka Indescribable, in the building. What's up, mama?
Reec, you do the most. Half of them things ain't even on my resume.
They are on. I mean, they true though. They're true.
Just made that up. Thank you so much. I feel so important. Thank you.
You should. I mean, you are. Let's go ahead and jump right into this interview because we met a few different times.
Yeah.
The first time that I saw how talented you were on a podcast with some other people that I know, and you were doing your thing, and I just saw the banter, the going back and forth, and I was like, oh, she got to be funny. And I was introduced to you that way, and then I went over to your Instagram page, and I was like, oh, she's definitely funny and viral.
I do a little something. It's crazy to be in this position because it's like I really just was at my house like playing around, just making jokes because that's what you do when you're off your rocker a little bit. But you know, like you set the camera up, and then next thing you know, people like it and they're following you and they're asking you to come do this and come do that, and I'm just like, it still blows my mind that this is my entire life. Like this is my real time, like my real job. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, like have a platform to be able to share my gifts with other people and connect with great people like you, like networking. And
thank you.
You know,
don't gas me up.
Hey, you're Reec. You're Reec. Who you with? Like it's up and it's stuck. So
there we go. Now let's talk about when you first jump on. So you, like you just said, you just sitting on your couch. You doing what you love to do. All right. I'm assuming you love singing just because you do it so well.
I do.
Okay. So let's go back. What was the first time you really realized you could sing and other people knew you could sing?
I want to say I was like probably 5 or 6, and my mom put me in the church choir.
Okay.
So
mom already knew what
I'm
time
a PK,
it was.
So I've been singing for a really long time, and I've always been camera shy and like had really bad stage fright and stuff. So like to see me now is crazy. Like 10-year-old me, 17-year-old me would be like, wow, what are you? Where you got us at? Like, what we doing for real? But it's it takes time, and it's been a long time, but I've enjoyed it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you started singing in church?
Yeah, long time ago.
Wow, so that was not that long ago.
It was a long time. It was a long time.
That black don't crack.
I'm 54 now.
No, stop it. See, I told you, comedian. Talk to me about that though, like growing up and everything. Were you the person that they made, like, the little cousin? They'd be like, "Oh, go on and do the little Michael Jackson dance." You the one? They'd be like, "Go on and sing Happy Birthday to somebody."
Actually, that came after I got a little bit older. Like my family, they used to. I don't think that like people knew I could sing, but it wasn't like, "Hey, let's make her sing all the time."
Yeah. Now,
when I started getting into social media and stuff, and other people started following me and stuff like that, then my family was like, like let's put her on something. Let's make her do. So now anytime, like funeral, wedding, family reunion, they're like, oh, let's see if
you're
Tiny's
the built-in entertainment,
right? And I'm like, okay, so I invoice people for that.
You
I love y'all, but you will be getting this bill
my job
in the mail, right? So I do get paid for that. So stop asking me to do stuff for free, unless it's my daddy. My daddy called me, I'm gonna do it because I'm a daddy's girl. So he could call me. He could be last minute and be like, well, we ain't got no budget. That's fine. I just save me a plate. I pull up.
There we go. She works for food. Yeah. For her daddy only.
For my daddy only. Look, please don't tell nobody that because my DMs will be full. They were like, okay, I got this real plate for you.
Right.
Yeah, no. We don't do pork.
That's what's up. So, like, music, it's been in you and you've been able to do it, but you weren't really pursuing it and really trying to do it until social media took off. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like...
that's surprising.
You think your dreams are unattainable until you, like, end up in the middle of them.
Yes.
And so like right now I'm working on a project which is so crazy because I think I'm always nervous that people aren't going to take my music seriously because they used to hear me singing about BBLs.
Right. The parodies. And
stuff, the parodies, like everybody loves those. And so they're always like, you should drop an album, do a project. And I'm like, now as soon as I do it, y'all gonna be like, wait, this not funny. And so I don't know. I'm nervous about it, but it's still my favorite thing to do. So I'm still gonna do it because it has to come out. You know?
remind me of the female Jamie Foxx though.
That is a huge compliment.
It is.
And
I mean, I'm
a huge fan of Jamie, so
it's real though.
That's
because
serious.
Yes, you can do it's duality. You can do comedy, but you can also share emotion through your song, through your music. I seen you perform live, and I was like, oh, she can sing. This is crazy. She's a songbird. Like, let's go ahead and claim that part of it.
Well, the only thing I can't do is play an instrument and dance. I just tell people up front.
I saw the two-step though. Can you wobble?
I can do the wobble.
You can dance.
I can do line dances.
So let me tell you this. This is how you cheat. All you have to do is do a part of the line dance.
That's it?
In your dance. Yeah, you just do a different, you reverse engineer the line dance.
I'm going to be working on that then.
Shout out to everybody on the chat going crazy.
Dancing.
Somebody else just called you the female Jamie Foxx. Yes.
That's so sweet. Thank y'all.
Yeah. They love you. They love you in the chat. So as we kind of trickle along in this interview, we're talking about how you came into this thing. So where did the parodies come up? Because obviously you can write. Like, you a heck of a writer. We can see how you flip these songs and jacking for beats basically and take your spew on these things.
Your beat ain't safe.
No beat is safe when Tiny's in the room. So with this first one kind of blows up, what were you thinking? You just kept checking your phone and it was like, what is happening? What is going through your head?
It was honestly terrifying because
why?
I don't know if you've ever just gone stupid crazy viral, but it is it's a little nerve wracking because some people like it, some people don't, and when you're new to that space, you get caught up in the negativity of it, and so I'm checking the comments every day. I'm like, oh my god, why would somebody say that? I'm I'm freaking out because I'm like, well, all these people, I figured that this was cool and people would like this, but they really don't like this, and then I realized that the more I did it, it didn't matter who didn't like it because there are people that support me no matter what, and so when I look at it like that, I'm able to dismiss stuff or whatever, but it was just insane. People were calling me, they were like, girl, I just saw you such and Ricky Smiley just posted you and I just saw you on the Shade Room, and I'm like, I'm finna get fired because at that time I was still working a job. I was like, these white people are going to ship me out of here, and they did. So,
they did because of the video?
No, I just
other things.
I was never meant to work at nobody else's job.
Well, I think you were meant to do what you're doing.
Yeah, I like what I do.
Yeah.
So
that was like those blessings in disguise.
Yeah,
right.
We'll
I've been escorted out before. I understand.
They said, you know what? We got a box for you right here. Just get your things, put them in there. We'll walk you out. Yep. That's
crazy. They did me like that at LA Fitness. They were like,
how you get fired for the gym, Reece?
Because he was like, listen, I think that other things are better suited for your talent.
Wow, I didn't even get the luxury of that conversation.
Yeah.
They just asked me to leave.
He was like, you just, this isn't the right fit for you. So yeah, and it wasn't because I wasn't in shape.
Well, yeah, you got to be in shape to work at the gym. So
yeah, I was at one point. Now I'm in a different shape. It's called round. Keep going. So you keep moving along in this. So now you're saying, all right, I could do these things and I could showcase my talents, and other people are pulling on you to do like link ups, and you're doing these different things with other people. How was that working with other artists and trying to compare visions? Because it looks like a lot of the things you coming up with in your head and then you're putting it out there, and you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a one woman band, but then working with other people, sometimes I know that could be different.
Yeah, I mean, the Taurus in me wants to control everything. So I will, I'm just be honest. I want
to blame it on the sign.
Like, it is so hard for me to like ask for help or like collab with people because I'm like, I be wanting stuff to be right. I know that it got to be a certain type of way. It got to look like this. It got to flow like this. It got to sound like this. And if it don't, and like my anxiety's through the roof. I'm like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this project because like I got to be fully satisfied with the outcome or the results or whatever. So I don't mind working with other people though. I love it. It's fun. It just it do increase my anxiety a little bit. But I think I'm like that because I just always been taught perfectionist, but I've always been taught to just bet on myself. So for a long, long time, all I had was me. Like any content creator will tell you, when you first start, you got to figure everything out: the camera, the lens, the lighting, the whatever. Whether you have money, resources, and help or not, like it's just you and your camera. So transitioning from doing that for so long into like a full studio setup, being on a film set or working with people doing podcasts and stuff like that, it's like, wow, this is a full scale production, and it's a little bit intimidating. And I think that's where a lot of the agitation comes from. But I'm open to collabs and working with other people. So it's crazy the people that reach out to me. I'm still kind of shocked by that. Like I'm hanging out with Reec. So I'm like,
don't do that.
At this point, I'm
talking about people way more.
I'm an A-list celebrity. I can die. I'm done.
Right.
You know, like I'm done. I've done everything I need to do in my life.
There we go. But you have been frequented on different podcasts, different sets. I know you have an agent. You're getting all these auditions and stuff like that. So how is that like to be now moving into a different level of your talents?
Again, intimidating. Because, you know, like, no matter how good you are at something, there's always this little voice in the back of your head saying, well, you're not really experienced. You haven't been doing it long enough. Or there's a lot of people that are better than you. But at the end of the day, you called me. So if you called me, you obviously understand the value that I bring to the operation. So I have to stop talking myself out of certain opportunities because a lot of, you know, that imposter syndrome is a mother. So but it's just it's a challenge, and like anything else, I'm just gonna work twice as hard to be the best.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And you have a incredible fan base, no pun intended. Incredible fan base. That's why I kind of jokingly earlier said merch goddess, but you got your shirt on right now. You got these shirts. You have all of these little quotes and things.
I mean, you know, sometimes you just got to tell people to shut up talking to you. But no, it was so funny because I joke about like being anti-social and stuff. I'm not really anti-social. I just have certain people that I like, and once I like you, like I want to keep those people to myself. Right. And you know, friends will be like, "Oh, y'all want to go do this, this, and this." And I'm like, you know. So that's where the whole "shut up talking to me" came from. It's like I'm cool, but also you can leave me alone and I'll be just fine. So it's always crazy when I have to explain it to people because they're like, "But you got 1 million followers and everybody knows you," and I'm like, I'll be in the house. Like it's way different, you know, than being in front of people. But yeah, so the shirts were, at first it was just like a side hustle, but then it turned into this thing. So in addition to like just funny quotes, it's also a little bit of activism paired with fashion because I feel like in TV, film, you know, media, a lot of times Black people aren't really given the spotlight that we need to be given. We're not represented the right way all the time. And so I wanted a little more positive reinforcement for people that look like me. And so I did it myself.
That's amazing. And then I feel like that's a way you can protect your space as well, to be like you're out here, but you're still kind of introverted in a way that you're not sharing spaces with everybody.
Yeah. You can't kick it with everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how you end up jammed up.
Right.
For real, though. Now, talk about the activism because you choose to use your platform for a lot of positive things. You make light on certain situations, but then you draw the attention back to the things that need to be highlighted. And we can all basically, you know, say commendable. It's a commendable situation. Even when you click your bio, you know what I'm saying? You got all of these different activist things. It's not just about you. It's bigger than you. So why is that so important?
Because it is important. Because it is. A lot of people don't understand when you have a platform like we do, whether you think you are or not, you're responsible for the content that you put out. And I get brand deals and people reach out about speaking about certain things. And if it doesn't align with where I'm at morally, or if it's not something that I innately agree with, then I'm not going to promote it. And I tell people that, like, I'm not speaking about something that I don't have enough information about. I'm not well versed in or whatever. But, you know, voters' rights, women's rights, protecting kids, things like that. Like, I'm passionate about those things. So if anybody wanted, you know, like, it's only so much you can do being a content creator. Like what I do, my content is music and comedy. And so a lot of the issues that we need to be bringing light to, they're not funny. So it's hard to kind of toe that line, I guess, but I haven't got canceled yet, so I guess I'm doing okay.
Thank God.
I guess I'm doing all right.
Right, knock on wood on that one. But but you do a really good job of towing the line. I think the better and best comedians kind of do that. They have a lot of substance to what they bring to the table, and then they're able to bring those subjects in a lighthearted way. Right. You know what I mean? So I think you do a great job on that now.
I'll be trying. Thank you.
Nah, you be doing. Let's talk about this other thing, though, because you mentioned the project. We got to talk about the project. I was privy to a couple of the songs, and I said, oh, we singing.
Don't be telling my business now.
I was privy. I learned the word, so I'm going to use it. Privy. Yeah. I was privy to a couple of songs. I heard them, and I said, oh, my God. Yeah, you got to put this out. What are we doing? So
I'm working on it.
Tell me about this process, the creative process. How did it come about? You know, or are you working with anybody, and then when can we expect it? Because we need it.
Well, actually, one of my greatest, I've been friends with this guy for like 13 years. He has a full studio in his house. So I'll be trying to, people know me, I'll spend some money, but I don't be trying to spend no money. So I was like, yo, we're going to do the project here. But he's got a guy that mix and masters all the stuff. I get the beats from one of his friends who's a producer. So it really was kind of like a one-stop shop. And I hit him up one day and I said, yo, I think it's time for me to do like a serious EP. And he was like, Toon, he calls me Toon, Tiny Toon. He's like, Toon, we waiting on you. So I was like, let me get the writing. So I went over one day, I picked out like some tracks or whatever that I liked, started writing. And the thing that I love about my engineer's name's, we call him Cook. His name's @Shigog on 2 G's on Instagram. Cook is a vocal producer, and what people don't understand is like he gonna make you sound good, but he also gonna say, okay, now try it like this, or here's another like this guy hears harmonies that I can. I'm nice with the harmonies.
No, you are, and I was about to say that. Like your harmony, your ear is crazy.
I got nothing on Cook. Cook had me in the studio sounding like 1983 Janet Jackson on the background vocals. And so shout out to you, Cook, because I appreciate all your help. But I'm really like the project is. To me, it's like it's really close to me, you know, because it's me talking about things that I've been through, or you know, it's emotional. So I hope that we can get it out in the next, I'm gonna say 2 months. I got a couple of trips planned and I got a lot of commitments, but 2 months is my goal, and I'm almost finished, so I'm excited about it.
We said EP. How many songs can we expect?
Maybe 5, 7.
5 to 7.
5 to 7.
I'm assuming 5 because
look, you ain't finna get no Chris Brown tracks.
No,
you ain't finna do no 27.
We're not doing a double album.
Right.
I'm just saying, you said EP, so we know 5 to 7.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great number. You know what I mean? Okay, I see. I like it. So, what's like your favorite part of the creative process when it comes to creating an album?
Hearing how I sound after, like once he do like a little rough mix or whatever, but I'll be like, yo, this don't even sound like me, but it's me though. And so that's when I'm reminded, okay, girl, like you know, like you can do this. You got the capability. So it's a confidence booster. And it's my gift. So people who have a gift for things, you understand how unhappy you are when you're not able to operate in that gift. Yeah. And it's something like when I'm not doing it, I'm so miserable. I'm so sad. Missing. Yeah, I feel like something's missing. So like if I lost my voice tomorrow, that just put me in the ground because that's it. But yeah, it's really fulfilling. That's the word. It's fulfilling. So.
I love that. I love that now that social media, you have a platform to be able to put things out at your own pace. Right. You don't have to wait on a label. I don't have to wait on radio. I could just do what I'm doing. Exactly. Do you feel that freedom when you're able to do these parodies and get them out and just let the consumer choose? Absolutely.
There's nothing better than waking up when I feel like it, going to sleep when I feel like it. You know, I write what I want to write. People aren't restricting my content, telling me what I can and can't speak about or how to do it, you know. And then when people do book me for stuff, they pretty much give me creative control. They're like, we want you to do this because, you know, you're you. Like, we want your creative ability. And so I just...
You built that. Like, you built that base of that, and people respect what you do. I mean, you've gotten pretty famous off of it. Pretty popular off of that.
I think I'm famous.
I mean, 1.3 million.
But okay, the coolest thing.
Hundreds of thousands of people think so.
That's crazy. I hit 1 million followers on TikTok, but the craziest thing that ever happened to me was when I did a spoof of the Brandy and Monica verses, and Brandy commented on it.
That's great. How was what's going through your mind?
That's the biggest thing ever. I was like, the price is going up.
Did you know it was her?
Of course. Of course I knew it was her.
I mean, I've gotten a certain person click on one of mine, and I was like, this ain't their page.
Oh, no, this was Brandy.
Yeah.
This was Brandy. Because, you know, like you do the certain hashtags to kind of draw the attention. So, and I was in shock. I was like, this is Brandy, the Vocal Bible, Moesha. You know, like, I grew up with this person. Right. So for her to see my work and like it, like, it wasn't even nothing major. It was like 2 hearts.
That's something though. That's more than no heart.
I was like, bro, I'm changing my number.
That's
changing my number, bro.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
You can't have access to me no more. Like, we big time now.
That's what's up.
And then I had to go back to working because
it doesn't stop.
Yeah, I didn't end up in the studio with her the next day, so I had to go back to work.
There you go. That's when reality kicks in.
Right.
You gotta keep going.
You gotta keep working.
Keep going. So that's what's up, man. So when you open up TikTok, that's nuts when I look at your TikTok numbers, and I'm like, wow.
TikTok is a strange place. TikTok is a very strange place, and I don't know how much you be on there, but it is nothing like Instagram and Facebook
at all.
And my audience is totally different on TikTok.
Yeah,
so
mine
that was strange for me to see. Like, it's a whole different subset of people that like my content.
And I have noticed, and I don't know if this is true to yours, TikTok is a much more positive place for me.
Instagram, they're gonna tell you.
Yeah, Instagram
is ruthless.
Yeah.
And don't get me started on Twitter. But yeah, TikTok is a little. I mean, it depends on how you train your algorithm, but you can learn a lot on TikTok, and that's what I like about it. So,
so you've been killing it on all fronts, though, man. We just wanted to congratulate you, shine some light on you. You know what I'm saying, for what you've been doing. We had the pleasure of doing a improv show together. And I was like, oh, she funny on stage too in front of people. So you like to call yourself an introvert, but when those lights shine on, you shine brighter.
Listen, we do what we have to do when we have to do it. You know what I'm saying? We turn it on and we turn it off. So but it works though. And that was a fun show. We had fun on that show.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to Chase Walker.
Yeah, there you go.
That was fun.
Definitely. All right, fast 5 questions. You ready?
Oh, I'm nervous. Go ahead.
Here we go. So what if you could do anything in the world, right? What would that thing be? But it has to involve you having fun while you're doing it.
Traveling and trying new restaurants every day.
Okay, that's our second question.
I'm a foodie.
If you could pick any restaurant in the world and you had to eat there for 6 months straight, what restaurant would it be?
Oh, 6 months? I'll be tired after that first week. Maybe maybe like Longhorn or Arby's.
Okay, Arby's.
Wait, don't do that.
No, just
don't do that, Reece.
I thought that mine was terrible.
Okay.
I thought my choice was terrible.
What's your choice?
My choice is IHOP.
IHOP's not that bad.
They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I could like
that's
mix it
true.
up.
Can I change my?
Yeah, you could change. Arby's don't have breakfast.
They don't.
They have they have the meats. I don't know how to.
They got the wrong meats because ain't nobody eating that roast beef.
At all.
But that turkey sandwich, I'll tear that turkey sandwich up though.
There we go. And they got the seasonal chicken salad. I'm getting way off subject. Let's go ahead and get to the next question. So the next question is you dropped this album, right? And they put you on tour. What is your dream tour lineup? You get 3 other artists, but y'all are also shooting a reality show.
Oh, okay. Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay. Take the windows out your car.
Ari Lennox.
Okay. I got you. Shea Butter. We not wasting no time.
Usher.
He's gonna skate. We got you.
Well, he can skate in the background.
That's a lot. That is a hell of a lineup.
I know.
I like that. I like that lineup.
Wishful thinking manifestation.
There we go. I hope Live was watching. Let me hit the hype button for that. Hope y'all are watching. All right, next question. If you could go back and tell yourself anything at 17, what would it be? One sentence.
Anything at 17. Trust yourself. I didn't trust myself for a long time. And so, yeah, that's what I would tell myself. Just trust yourself. You know what you're doing. You got it. It's in you. It has to come out. So just trust yourself.
That's what's up. I like that. Also, next question and last question on the Fast 5. You can have a dinner with 5 people. What are y'all eating and who's at the table? Here or not here?
5 people. My nene, my grandma,
okay.
Beyonce.
Okay.
Barack and Michelle.
That's one
I'm
person.
throw them in there.
So you just
I
put them
can
as
do
one
one
person. Yeah.
Okay, and then Michael Jackson.
He's gonna bring Michelle. He's gonna be like, "We're going to dinner."
That's his +1.
Let's go.
So Michael Jackson, and then
It's a lot of wisdom and talent at the table so far. Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
And we're having seafood.
Okay. That's safe.
We eating crab legs with
There
the
we go.
Obamas. We doing crab legs with the Obamas.
That's a story to tell.
Yep.
We appreciate you. Hit the hype bell right there. Fast 5. Thank you so much. I would tell you to say, as we usually say, people, hey, tell everybody your Instagram, but everybody knows it already. So that's not, but it's in the chat for those. There's 4 people that aren't following. You know what I'm saying? You guys go ahead and jump on that bandwagon too. We appreciate you. When you drop the album, you got to come back.
Reece, you gonna host my listening party?
Yeah, right here. Let's do it right here.
Okay.
We're bringing a city out.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, let's not bring the city because you know my anxiety. Let's bring a small
This
town.
chat is going so up right now. They love you. Everybody loves you. Yep. Somebody said Arby's owes you some money for that plug.
They do.
They do.
You know they sent me the meat sweatsuit.
They did.
And the hat.
That's crazy.
They did, and a gift card. I was like, y'all could have hooked your girl up with an endorsement, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's something.
We're going to run it back.
Yeah, run it back. There we go.
Yep.
I'm still waiting on KFC.
Come on, Backyard Chickens.
We out of here, man. Thank you so much. Oh, your experience at the farm, at the Backyard Chickens. You held a goat.
Reece, I think you wanted to stress me out. The animals were so intense, y'all. But the goats were really sweet. They didn't want to be bothered, but they were still cute. The chickens were a little rowdy. I guess he hadn't fed them that day.
Don't do that.
But the bunnies were really sweet. They were thick bunnies.
Thick bunnies.
They're very thick bunnies. And so I had a blast, though. I did a little heavy lifting, some little labor.
She used power tools.
I did.
You put it on your page. It's on her page. Check it out. She used power tools.
It was fun though. Thank you for having me. That was a fun experience, and I don't get to see a lot of barnyard animals. So.
And last question, what do you have coming up that people could check out that they aren't normally privy to? Because we know to come check you out for the parodies and now for the music and the merch and the activism, but what you got coming up?
I was in a movie.
Uh-oh, talk to me.
And I'm excited. So I'm waiting. It's actually a Lifetime movie, and it's going to come out, I think, in August, maybe. And it's called Call Me Now. It's a really small role, but I was really excited because I was on set with Tim Reed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm just, my mind is blown.
Small roles
God
on
is
the big
amazing,
screen.
the stuff that he be doing in my life. So shout out to him.
That's what I'm talking about. Call me now. Reminds me of Miss Cleo. Call me now. Can't wait to see it. We're going to have us a watch party.
Yeah.
There we go.
And a listening party for the album. So
there we go. See, it's a lot about to come up, so make sure that y'all tapped in with her. We appreciate you coming out once again.
Thank
Y'all
you.
stay tuned. We got another huge interview coming your way. Somebody has hit the city. Okay. They have a play coming up. And we're going to talk about this play. We're going to talk to this person. You've seen him with Tyler Perry. You've seen him on stage. You've seen him on the big screen. You've seen him on the small screen. We're going to chop it up with him in a second. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Stay tuned to find out. You live on Reec Radio.